Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to live coverage of Averett Women's Lacrosse here on the Averett Sports Network. We're experiencing some technical difficulties here today due to the snow that hit the area. We're running into some outages with internet, so therefore we will not have our normal score graphics available for this broadcast.
Welcome to the Averett Sports Network. My name is Eddie Glenn. Sorry about the late start here today. We're bringing you a presentation of USAC women's lacrosse between your Averett University Cougars and Huntingdon. There has been a goal scored by Averett early on in this ball game, and it looks like Averett will have scored another one. And I think it's Elizabeth Peasley, which makes it 2-0 early on. Elizabeth Peasley, her 51st goal on the season. She does rank top 3 in the nation for total goals on the year. Ladies coming off of a win when they played in yesterday at the same time against the Panthers of LaGrange, where they won 19-17 off of a 6-goal game by Elizabeth Peasley. Rosia also getting a hat trick. And this is Haley Boardway, who couldn't catch the ball cleanly. Had she done that, she might have been able to put a move on her defender and made an effort towards goal. Huntingdon coming in with, it looks like, only one substitute, and it looks like she's a goalkeeper. So players on the field are going to have to play smart, use their energy wisely. And Boardway is going to get a free position look. She's most likely going to just pass out of this situation. And she does. She found Margaret Bautista. Bautista had a shot, but it sailed past the goal and landed in the snow. Cougars in the white on yellow uniforms for today, Huntingdon, and the crimson and gray. Paisley with the ball, one-on-one. She found Boardway, and Boardway found the back of the net. That makes it 3-0 for the Cougars early on. Back after the Haley Boardway goal. Cougars lead 3-0 early on in this ball game. Again, look, the Cougars looking to make their run towards the conference tournament. Here's Alexis Rosia. She's got the ball. She's on the move, cuts midfield. She was going to pass it to Rachel Hale, but Rosia fouled, so she's going to take a free position look. Rosia, top 30 in the nation in total goals, as well as Peasley is top 3. So we'll see what she can make here. And Rosia's shot is saved. Here's Rachel Hale now, who passes out of the situation. Tries to get it to Margaret Bautista, but overshot her. Bautista showing in games that she can score as well, not her main priority. And she tries to find Porter. Instead, they find Abby Taylor. Taylor couldn't get a hold of it. So, Morgan Pelfrey of Huntingdon doing a good job in front of goal. Cougars do get possession of the ball back. Ball into Haley Boardway, and Boardway misses the goal. Bautista got a hold of the ball and tried to have a shot, but she was stick checked. And so it looks like this is Shea George. George double teamed on defense. Boardway able to get the ball back for the Cougars. Up to Rosia they go. Rosia's one-on-one. She gets past her defender. Moving in towards goal. And it looked like she was fouled. And the Cougars have to stop ball. Allie Brewer had it, and she was moving with the ball. Stick check, though, so Porter has it now. And, again, Huntingdon has to be careful in using their sprints. They only have 11 on the field, as well as one sub, so Huntingdon having to be extremely smart. And Porter gets past her defender and looked like she was trying to find Boardway. And Peasley gets the ball one-on-one against the keeper. And that shot sails over the goal. So here are the Cougars. Gabby Porter up top, finding Boardway. Boardway trying to take the contact and get past her defender. Not happening there. And so here's Huntingdon trying to make a run. And that ball is up, and Vanessa Maldonado stick there. I believe she gets it off to Sam Blunt. Ball back over to Blunt as Huntington's in their attacking half now. Chastity Page. And Huntingdon being patient. Passing the ball around. Not really worried, not trying to rush anything. They just want to wait for something to open up as that pass goes haywire. And that's Margaret Bautista taking some contact there. So Bautista over to Felt. Felt able to get a hold of it. And Felt's on the move now. And no one's going to step in front of her. Felt gives it off to Rachel Hale. Came off of her stick kind of ugly. Hale still battling for it. possession is going to go over to Huntingdon as that pass sails out of bounds. And again, the Cougars trying to make the playoffs, and they need every win necessary. And that's the Cougars stick checking Pelfrey there, trying to get that ball in great territory. And here's Gabby Porter. Porter's on the move, and Pelfrey able to save it. Porter came up with that ball, and no defender stepped in front of her, so pretty much a free lane to go. Nevertheless, here's Huntingdon. Kaylee Andrews battling the hard defense of Averett. Carolina Earl with the ball for the Cougars. Up to Abby Taylor. Taylor goes to Porter. Porter to Peasley. Peasley moves around behind goal. Picks up the double team, trying to find Rachel Hale. She does in the end. Peasley trying to find Porter on the dump-off pass, but nothing going there. And so here's Huntingdon. And this is Madison Rackley on the move. Moving against Rosa Morales. Rackley trying to put a half a spin move on Morales. Huntingdon looking for a goal here as they trail 3-0 early on. And that pass will go out of bounds, so possession will go to Averett. So Morales with it. She cuts middle of the field. Gives it off to Lewis. And so here's Zaja Lewis for the Cougars. Lewis puts a move on her defender. Like she tried a shot. Awkward position there. Not able to get anything going. So here's Huntingdon the other way. Abby Taylor on chase. Maldonado with the ball. Seconds on the shot clock. Huntingdon needs to start making some cuts towards goal. Pass got away from him for a little bit there, but able to get back a hold of it. Maldonado making something happen for her team. Kind of squeezing her way past a bunch of Cougars. So the score is 3-1 off of the Maldonado score for Huntingdon. Huntingdon calls a timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break here, and we'll be back at the Averett Sports Network. So we're back. Score 3-1 after the Huntingdon goal from Maldonado. And Rosia with the ball. She's got to go early on in this game. She scored the first one of the game. And Rosia's on the move. She takes the contact. And Pelfrey able to save it. And now Huntingdon on the move. Madison Rackley. And here's Rackley now with a wide open lane to go. Her shot will sail past, but I think they will say she was fouled. So Rackley will get the free position look for her team. Looking to cut that lead down to just one. her shot sailed past, so Huntingdon will retain possession. Huntingdon making some moves towards goal, but not able to get anything in the middle. Five seconds on the shot clock. And Boardway's going to get to it, so that's going to reset the shot clock, excuse me. Ball to Bautista. Bautista gets past her defender. Her shot goes over goal. Ball to Huntingdon. So Pelfrey with it. And Pelfrey with an unconventional way of getting that ball past Rachel Hill. She throws it off the net there, but here's Rosia, and she puts it in the back of the net. Alexis Rosia, her second goal on the day. That makes it 4-1 Cougars. So Caroline Earl will pick up a yellow card after I think her stick caught the face of number 20 Shelby Martin. So that means the Cougars will play a lady down for just a couple of minutes. And what a find from Maldonado to find Martin in the middle of the field, but not able to put it in her stick. So Huntingdon will reset. And that shot from number 9, Trinity McManus, goes over top of the goal. And Brianna Sowell with the easy save. No harm done there. And she tries to get it up to Margaret Bautista, but Bautista not able to track it down. And Bautista still fighting for the ball. She runs around the field. Neither team would clear. And Averett will get possession. Caroline Earl back into the game. So here's Rosia, who advances it to Earl. Earl not able to catch it cleanly, but Peasley able to scoop it up for her. Approximately 10 minutes left in this first half. Peasley trying to make a move towards goal, but she gets double teamed. And Huntingdon double teaming anything that tries to split their defense. And go back to Bautista. Bautista again not able to catch it cleanly, so Rosia will fight for the ball now. Rosia has it. Gets past her defender. Moves past another. Moves past a third. And the goal counts. Rosia completes her hat trick for the evening. And that makes it 5-1 for the Cougars here with approximately 9.5 minutes to go. So here's Huntingdon with the ball, and on the move is Shelby Martin. And Martin tries to just dump it off there to McManus, but kind of a miscommunication. Shelby Martin stands at 6'2". She's a freshman attacker from Duluth, Georgia. Here's Rosa Morales. Over to Taylor Prejean. Elizabeth Peasley with the ball now. She's going to draw an automatic double team. Rosia is going to draw the same kind of defense. An automatic double. Rosia gets past her defender. She picks up another defender. Rosia trying to find Abby Taylor, I believe that is. So Taylor's going to get a free position look at goal. Taylor's got 5 goals on the year. Taylor's shot moves past the goal, back behind the snow, so Huntingdon will have to travel through the snow to get the ball. Huntingdon from Alabama, not used to seeing the snow, so this is probably new to a lot of these girls, if not all of these girls, seeing this much snow on the ground. Rosia able to catch that ball out the air, and so she's going to be on the move, full speed sprint for Rosia. And here she goes, still running. And Rosia, her 4th goal on the evening, all in the first half. That makes it 6-1 as Rosia goes coast to coast for the Cougars. So with under 4.5 minutes to go, Cougars lead at this ball game 6-1 off of a 4-goal half from Alexis Rosia. Here's Peasley, and she puts it in the back of the net for her 2nd of the evening, and that makes it 7-1. So Huntingdon with the ball, moving it around patiently. As I believe that's Rosia jumping in the way as she gets it off to Sawal. So ball's going to go back to Rosia, and Rosia, who went coast to coast last time for her 4th goal, gives it off to Caroline Earl, and Caroline Earl has some daylight to work with. And we've got about actually 6 minutes to play, not 4.5. I was mistaken on the clock. Peasley with it. Turns the corner, tries to get back inside. She goes back over to Earl. Goes to Porter. Porter goes to Rosia. Two minutes remaining on the clock. I promise I will get the time right one of these times. Rosia with a free position look. So an official 1:58 on the clock from the coach. And that ball over to Abby Taylor for her 6th goal on the year. And that makes it 8-1 for the Cougars. And so here's Haley Boardway for the Cougars. Boardway up to Prejean. Like it was saved by Pelfrey. One minute remaining on the clock. Huntingdon trying to make something happen before halftime comes around. $20 seconds remaining. So you got to think that the Cougars with the ball now is just going to drain the clock, and when they go out, 10 seconds on the clock. Boardway with it. She goes up to Rosia. And Rosia has a shot from about the football 30 as time expires. So 8-1's the score. Your Cougars lead it in this ball game. We're going to take a break and be back with the second half of action. So we're back after the halftime break. The Cougars lead it 8-1. It looks like there's a meeting with the coaches and the refs, so we're going to take a break as they finalize that meeting. So Huntingdon with just 11 on the field, including the keeper. So they're going to play with a permanent man down. Zaisha Lewis with the ball for the Cougars. She tries to get it over to Rosia and does, and Rosia's on the move now. Here's Rosia one-on-one with the keeper. In the back of the net she goes. Her 5th of the game. That makes it 9-1, Alexis Rosia. So there will be a lineup change. Morgan Pelfrey coming off to the sideline to change her, get up in uniform to go on as a regular player so that her team does not have to play a man down. I don't know what's wrong with Madison Rackley. I don't know if she's injured or sick or something, but she is on the bench. And so here's Rachel Hale, and Rachel Hale is going to be one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and she puts it in the back of the net, 10-1. So as soon as Pelfrey can finish getting dressed and get in, Huntingdon will not have to play a man down anymore. Again, not quite sure on what happened to Madison Rackley. I'll try and get an update as soon as possible. So here's Huntingdon trying to make something happen in a big collision there in midfield between Gabby Porter and Allie Brewer. And athletic trainers are going to come out to assess both players. We'll take a break. So Porter comes out of the game temporarily, as well does Allie Brewer. And Brewer's back on. So Pelfrey in the field, out of the goal, and Miranda Flores will be in goal, playing keep for Huntingdon. So Averett called offsides. Ball was sent way upfield, but didn't find anyone. So here's Morales, and she cuts towards center of the field. Morales in the attack now. And a nice move from Boardway. We get stifled by the Huntingdon defense. And Haley Boardway puts it in the back of the net from the free position look. That makes it 11-1 for your Averett University Cougars. So Huntingdon on the move, and that's Brewer with the ball, who loses it temporarily. No one has control of it. Possession will go to Huntingdon. Sawall able to scoop that ball up, and here's Rosia on the move. Let's see if anyone can stop her. Rosia moves past her defender on the run, and if she can get into position, Averett would have had positive numbers. She does find Rachel Hale, who gets stick checked. Peasley with the ball. She goes up top to Rosia. So Rosia to Bautista. Prejean back behind to Rachel Hale. Over to Bautista. And that shot goes past goal. Huntingdon able to grab possession of the ball. And so here's Brewer. He tries to advance the ball, but nothing productive comes of it. So here's Sawall, who I believe was stick checked. That was Elizabeth Peasley trying to have a shot. Huntingdon having a shot at goal as Brianna Sawall had her back to the goal, trying to defend someone behind the goal. And Sawall able to get a save off of that shot. Margaret Bautista with the ball as she tries to get into attacking position. It off to Alexis Rosia. Rosia Over to Boardway. Bautista to Rosia. Rosia looked like she was trying to find Caroline Earl. Bautista taking a nasty spill. Nevertheless, here's Huntingdon, and they are on the move. They've got numbers. But not able to make anything productive happen, but they will get a free position look. Shot clock violation as Huntingdon weren't able to make anything happen. Cougars will get the ball back. So here's Alexis Rosia moving towards goal. She finds Elizabeth Peasley. Rachel Hale with it now. I believe she was trying to find Caroline Earl, but Huntingdon came up with the ball. That was Morgan Pelfrey on the good defense. And so Caroline Earl will get a goal for her team. 12-1, your Cougars lead. Caroline Earl with the ball. She tries to find Rosia, but good defense from Huntingdon. Here's Asia Lewis on the run. She's got Rosia in numbers. She kind of just backs out, play it safe. Lewis in towards goal. And the goalkeeper able to catch that ball in between her legs. Haley Boardway has to come off this. She grabs a card. So I believe there was an offsides on the field called. Shot goes past the goal, and Sawwall able to get her stick closest to the ball, so the Cougars will get possession. So Wall goes over to Rosia. Huntingdon trying to make something happen as they're down by 11 goals. Cougars looking to secure this win in their spot in the conference tournament. Here's Huntingdon trying to make a move towards goal. Nothing happening. Sasha Lewis able to come up with it. She gets it off to Sawal. Bautista looked like she had it, but ball knocked out and back to Huntingdon. So here's Margaret Bautista, who gets stick checked. And into the game will come in senior Kristen Viegelman. A lot of contact will draw a foul. Back behind goal. She goes over to Rosia. Here's Rosia. Tried to find Caroline Earl. And a shot clock violation, so ball will go to Huntingdon. Cora Gibson runs off the field, cringing her stomach, it looks like. I believe that's what happened in that big collision that drew the foul. So we're going to take a break as the referees discuss with the teams what's going to happen after Corey Gibson comes off the field. So Elizabeth Peasley will get possession for the Cougars after a weird set of events, and now we're back playing. Huntingdon desperately trying to make anything happen here. Card assessed to Cassidy Felt. That means the Cougars will play a man down. Here's Elizabeth Peasley with the ball, and she puts it in the back of the net. That'll be Peasley's hat trick for the evening. 13-1 is the score for the Cougars. So with 5:09 remaining in the game, your Cougars lead at 13-1. Nice dig check will get the Cougars the ball back. Neither team able to keep a clear possession. So a foul would be called, and I believe Huntingdon will get a free position look. This would be number 25, Kaylee Andrews. Junior out of Williamson, Georgia. And a nice pass to find number 9, Trinity McManus. And McManus able to get the ball in behind Sawal. Makes it 13-2. Cougars lead. Huntingdon wins the face-off. Score is 13-2 with just 2 minutes remaining. Or 1 minute to go, excuse me. Rosia has the ball. Ball up to Viegelman. Viegelman moving towards goal. She takes the contact, but the ball goes into the net off of the most unconventional way. I think Abby Taylor will be credited. And that marks the end of the game. 14-2. Your Cougars win it here against Huntingdon. So we want to thank you for joining us here in this great game as the Cougars do clinch their playoff spot. For everyone in the Sports Information Department, my name is Eddie Glenn, and I want to wish you a happy rest of your weekend.